#1 show on the planet. The Heffron and Reep Show. Heffron and Reep.
All the radio announcements actually have a personality. They're not sitting there all monodrone.
They always are coming up with new stuff, new twists.
Every once in a while, you guys are not boring.
You're listening to Heffron and Reep.
Well, if it isn't John Reep.
If it ain't old John Heffron.
Dude, my favorite thing, hold on, I got to do this. My favorite thing about that country one we play is the guy goes, you know what you guys aren't? You're not all monodrone, right?
Yeah.
He said it wrong.
Yeah. He's like, so that's how I got to say, you guys are monodrone. Yeah, he says a bunch of, like, you could tell he's on speed. And then he says monodrone. This is an incorrect word, 100%.
Yeah. So,
what was he trying to say? Monotonous?
Hold on.
Heffron and Reep.
All the radio announcements actually have a personality. They're not sitting there all monodrone.
They always are coming up with new stuff, new twists.
They're not sitting there all monodrone. What is a monodrone, dude? Would that be a drone with just one propeller? A monodrone?
But how we actually said monodrone, he goes, they're not all monodrone like
monodrone.
That.
Well, maybe he meant to say monotone.
Yeah, that's the word.
Yeah,
that's the word. Is your you just do your whole, like, when you just talk like this.
Oh yeah,
you go like this. We're not all monodrone.
No, I'm totally not monotone or monodrone. I tell you what, I am. I'm excited to see your face again. It's been too long.
Been a minute. Welcome everybody who's watching on the podcast. I after 6 years, 5 years, 3 years, I found out how to log into my YouTube page. So I figured 2021, I should probably get a YouTube page because that's what all the cool kids do.
You have one. You just haven't done anything. It's been dormant.
And it's dormant, and it's old albums. And do you realize we only have like 3 or 4 months left of this year? So randomly, 2022. So I figure I'll get a YouTube page and all that. I suck. You know what I feel like?
What?
I think there were a bunch of comics in the 80s that when websites came out, I remember them going, I don't have one of these websites.
Yeah.
Being my age and complaining. Yeah. And they got left in the dust because they didn't do the thing. Mm-hmm. And I think I'm that guy.
You're that guy with just your YouTube page. That's all. You're on Facebook and Twitter.
Yeah, but my numbers suck. I literally, like, if, people get canceled all the time for saying things, on Twitter or I got a booger, Twitter or and stuff. I should have a service where if you feel the need that you want to say something but not be canceled, you can say it on my Twitter page. Because nobody, I literally will tweet something and I'll get 3 responses. Like, but I'm plus minus. I don't even have people dropping me. It's literally
it's like you're just yelling into a vacuum.
Same with Instagram. My Instagram numbers, yours has gone up at least 80,000 people, and I'm not kidding, within a year. Right about the time me and you start talking off air about how let's do this, that, and that. We'll get blimps. We're going to send value pack direct mail to people's houses. Let's really kind of work on our careers. You actually did it. I'm still at nothing. Instagram comedian John Heffron.
Right. I'm just laughing at something that we have a guest that's coming on, and this is my fault. I sent him the incorrect link earlier to share to his page.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I sent him the wrong link to join us, right?
Right.
And then I corrected it. And I think he thinks, because he just tweeted out the link to join this to his fans.
Okay.
Not the link to share it. So here's where it's confusing. We're on YouTube. We're live right now, by the way, on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, maybe Instagram. I don't know. But we're live on a lot of things. And so I sent that link to Josh, our special guest here in a little bit, so that he would put it on his pages. But he shared instead the Zoom link to come into this meeting.
Let's just have everybody on that comes in. Let's have a million guests. Speaking of which, so we were talking about, by the way, John, we'll get to us shaking hands, hugging, and kissing each other since we haven't seen each other. But Jerry D, was he on your season of Last Comic?
Yes, came in third.
He just tweeted, good luck, Josh. You've been killing it. So Jerry D, dude, we don't utilize all of our connections. Oh yeah, I see Josh Blue's thing. Yeah,
he posted the StreamYard link.
Your ATM pin.
It's my fault. I mean, I mistakenly sent him the wrong thing to begin with, and it's confusing. He did post this on his Facebook page as well, the correct thing on his Facebook page. Anyway, Josh, if you're watching, that's my bad. But, we're fine. Hey, we're live. I see comments from Ken and Scott and Andy. We see your comments.
But we can't
so
get
I want you to know. We can't. I mean, I'm not going to answer all these questions. We have lots to talk about.
Yeah,
we have a special guest.
Yeah, let's just.
Well, I wanted to do something real quick because, like what you were saying on Twitter, I feel like I could experiment. I feel like if I have something that might get me in trouble on Facebook, I try it out on Twitter, see how it goes. And then if no one gives any blowback, I go, all right, maybe that's safe enough for, Facebook or whatever. So I put out, I just thought of this because I was watching something with the closed captions on, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I thought this would be a fun drinking game. I tweeted something like new drinking game. Watch President Biden give a speech live.
Right.
Turn on the closed captions. Every time they mess it up, take a shot. And then I said, take a shot. And then you'll be talking like him in no time because the man can't talk. But nothing happened. Like, I think that would get other people in trouble.
Yeah, nothing.
But I'm yelling screaming into the wind.
Is it sad? Like, nobody cares. Like, what would we, like, I could tweet, I'm not a fan of puppies. Right? Like nothing. Nobody cares. Like, what would be a tweet that you at least get some left-handed people are stupid? If I tweet that, I don't think that.
But do it as a test. Say, here's a test. No one ever reads my comments. So here's one. And then just say something really negative.
Well, I'll say something negative right now. What should I say? Neapolitan ice cream sucks. No, that's not negative.
Don't say
See,
that.
I'm not even
You're going to
mean.
get canceled, dude. You can't talk about Neapolitan ice cream.
A lot of podcasts are mediocre.
Josh is hilarious. A lot of Josh love. I got a private chat. Says
that's somebody who
yes, he did.
on. Yeah.
So someone is already here. Who
that's
is that
not
person?
even Josh.
Who's Donna Fitzpatrick? This is great. The Alan Jackson, you want to pop on here for a minute and just talk about this? It's kind of funny. Are we screwed?
Oh no, it's fine.
Okay, all right,
that's fine.
Hey, is this on my John Heffron?
Everybody's cool. So
yeah.
We've got someone that joined in because they followed Josh's link, and that's all good. We're just
a Josh Blue fan in Colorado. I see their comments.
Yeah.
We're also Josh Blue fans.
Can you put up a thing, Alan, for people to follow me on Instagram to see if we get any? This is how I'm going to test how many people actually listen to the Heffron Reep podcast. It's comedian John Heffron. I'm sick of having the same numbers. I've literally had Club John go, well, your social numbers could be a little bit higher. Like, that's a thing that why people get booked now. So I'm going to.
This is what we're doing.
Comedian John Heffron on Instagram, if you can follow it. Dude,
are you gonna say something controversial right now to try and get some
on
heat?
Twitter?
I thought you were gonna say it right here on the podcast. You mean you're gonna
know
write something or post something? Yeah. Well, I'll tell you. Here's something controversial, John. We can talk about this.
Okay.
I had a gig. I was supposed to have a gig in Washington D.C. next weekend at a comedy club called the DC Comedy Loft.
Okay.
It's been rescheduled 3 or 4 times on account of the COVID. Now, why do you think it got canceled this time?
I but probably because of the protesty of some.
That's right.
It's
sort. Not. So if you say COVID, I go in a roundabout way. Yes, it's COVID, because the reason why there's protests is because the president came on and said now that all federal workers have to get vaccinated and show proof of vaccination. Businesses have to. He did a lot. A lot of rules just came out. And so I got an email from the club telling me that they've been getting a lot of, the DC police have contacted them saying, we expect some problems. There's going to be a protest that will involve the Proud Boys and the Oath Keepers. And so we think it's in John's best in his for safety for him to reschedule. So now, is that COVID related or is that something else?
That's personal safety related.
Yeah.
And I could kind of see the club's point in the sense of, do you want your fans to be kind of safe and not even deal with whatever's going on? Has nothing
if they
to
know
do
that's
with
happening,
political.
they won't even show up. Right.
Yeah. It's just like, would I have a Michigan party in the middle of Ohio State's stadium in the middle?
Yeah.
Like only certain amount of brave people would. That's a horrible reference, but I was just trying to think of, where there'd be tension.
Yeah. Well, I'll give you the exact words they used. It says, I've gotten a memo from DC Police, our local neighborhood business association. The last 2 days, local authorities are prepping for the possibility of violence. They're making national news because the Proud Boy Oath Keepers might be in John's best interest to look at an alternate date for the purpose of personal safety. Even if nothing happens, people are going to be nervous about going out regardless. And that's 100% true.
It's just a shame.
I'm like, it's me, dude. It's John Reep. Open the doors. Proud Boys want to see me.
Yeah, it's a shame that
Oath Keepers would love to see some John Reep.
Yeah, it's a shame that there's groups that don't want American small businesses to succeed, and they do what they can to make sure that they, don't do well. It's a shame. It's very un-American.
Now, do we say anything that's retweet worthy just now? Anything that's going to get us heat, attention, or cancellation?
No.
I feel like you got to go 100% one way. You got to swing for the fences.
Yeah, you got to. Yeah, I'm even looking. I'm looking to see. Oh, this is done. That guy's done. This person's.
Oh, you reading comments?
Here's my thing. Is this controversial? Right? Because I've been watching a lot of YouTube. I've been watching a lot of other comedians and what they talk about on their podcast. And the whole thing is everybody wants to fight somebody. That's the thing. We should fight for right. There's nobody like the Jake Pauls of the world want to fight so and so. But it's weird how nobody's challenging anybody to a GED contest.
Yeah.
Okay, I challenge you, John Reep, to try to graduate from high school with one test, and the winner gets $2 million. It's all everybody wants to fight each other, which I don't understand.
That being said, you're thinking maybe we should pick a fight.
But not a fight.
Is that what your point was? Should we pick a fight with somebody?
No, I was trying to be controversial. I was going to say something that I'm just making this up, by the way. I'm really stretching. But I was out to follow me on this.
Okay.
I don't even, how do I even say this?
Oh, dude, this is gonna be good. Just say it, man.
I don't know how to say it.
Nobody's watching. Just know that.
I'm gonna dance around it because I don't step on. I'm vanilla. I'm middle of the road. I get it. But sometimes when you're at the grocery store and your stuff is being bagged, you want some speed there. You want some accuracy. You want some knowledge base. You want your bags go so you can get gone.
Yeah.
So I think I came up with a charity today. Oh. Now you're going to have to follow them. This is going to be the John Heffron. I don't have ADD, but it's going to be all over the place. Okay. They always have special needs people help bag, which is great. Mm-hmm. Me, I worked in a grocery store from age 14 to 22. There's a lot of other awesome, really needed jobs to be done that people who want to work and be around people and can learn skills can do.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you follow me so far on that?
I do. I do.
Okay.
You're in a hurry, and the person bagging so far is going too slow for you. I got you.
So that's a key position. But what about this? Okay. Grocery stores now have just all self checkout where you just got to check out, and then you don't know how to ring up the apples, and then the lady's got to come over because she's got to check your ID because you're buying a 5-hour energy and you have to be 16, so she's got to check that, and then you do things wrong, and you're like, well, I don't attend your store meetings or your training, so I'm not a good self-checkout bagger or to give.
Yeah, I don't work here.
Here's my idea, and everyone follow me on this. Okay, the bagger's a key position. I was a bagger from age 14 to 22. I can crush most baggers now. I'm fast. I know how to put meat not sideways so the blood doesn't get everywhere. I can bag that. I know what goes in properly. You're always staring at the bagger, and follow me, everybody, because now I'm geared up. You're staring at the bagger nonstop, right? Because you're like, why are you're kind of like checking in with that person, going, you need a little bit of speed. Can you stop talking to the cashier about who's going on break next? When was the last time you had lunch? They're always having their little meetings. That spot should be sponsored because you're staring at that person longer than you're staring at anything. You put a sponsor vest on the grocery store bagger.
Yes.
A charity. You go to St. Jude's. Put a vest on everybody, and volunteers will bag for St. Jude. Then you, as John Reep, you see that it's a St. Jude charity, you tip out that bagger. That bagger, the grocery store, the Kroger, the Farmer Jack, the Meijer, then pays St. Jude X amount of bucks because they got basically free baggers, but they have to throw money to them.
Okay.
Baggers volunteer. So you have senior citizens, you have people that don't have jobs, they just want to volunteer, that just come and they bag. People would do it, and then you tip out those people. And I bet you those people make more money than Lyft or Uber drivers, and I would be the first to do a charity bagger. Did I make myself clear? Does that not sound like an awesome idea?
It does. I want to do some yes-anding on it. Okay. I love it. So
what are people saying?
The bagger is wearing the vest for St. Jude.
Or any charity.
Okay, yeah. I know. I just went with it, the same one that you brought up. Are they going any faster? Because I remember in the beginning you wanted speed. Are they going faster, or are we just making money for charity? I'm okay with either one. You
go through, I'm adding something.
Okay.
Go through a small certification program. We're going to tell you a little bit about our charity. And if anybody asks you any questions, this, and this. And by the way, here's a 10-minute tutorial on how to bag fast. Because half of it is to get Mariel, the cashier, to kind of whip that stuff. She's also slow. Everybody's slow. The cashier and the bagger, those are key positions. They're usually a high school kid and a lady who's 65. It's not a good parent. Yeah. They both hate each other. They're different ages. They're not in the same generation. It's never good. So you change that up. So you have from what we were talking about, that movie idea we had, there's so many businesses that they're like nurses. They're trying to bring nurses back who are out of retirement. They can't. I just did a big thing for Peterbilt, my favorite logo of a trucking company. They can't find drivers to drive trucks. Mm-hmm. Right. There's nobody is. It's about, everybody's coming out of retirement. So you don't think there's some guy who's 65, 70 and bagged when he was a high schooler? He could move with some speed. I guess I'm worried about. I love when older people get back into the workforce, because good for them, unless I'm in a hurry. So I'm still worried that it's not going to go fast enough. But I'm okay with the charity part of it and the sponsoring part of it. I'm down with that, as long as they don't try to bully me. Oh, I get you. At the end, where they go like, "Hey, by the way, would you like to donate an extra $5 to the backpack for kids?" And they say it out loud where everybody can hear me go, "No, because I hate kids." Yeah, that's true. Because when I would buy pet stuff for my, I see a hole in this. when I would buy dog food at Petco or whatever, it always would say, would you like to donate to whatever? And I would be in there 5 times a day. I'm like, I'm not donating
did that
every time.
Yeah.
Okay, but I still think the bagger should be a separate service, and that's sponsored. So you could have what's a big real estate company? You know how those people sponsor the shopping cart, that weird thing your kid sits on, flap that's on the push cart.
Oh yeah.
So you're just sponsoring the cashier. So it's Keller Real Estate. I don't even know if that's a thing. That KW Real Estate thing. They're all kind of co-branding.
Yeah.
But those people help pay, and then maybe the cashiers or the baggers don't work for Kroger. They don't work. Yeah. They're separate. They're like Uber. You can like Uber bag.
Look, hang on, John. Let's add to it. Let's get back. I want to do this. Okay. What if we incentivized them so they're making money as well? Let's say if you successfully bag a certain amount of groceries in this amount of time, you get a bonus, right? So you have incentive to speed up. Yeah. So let's say you got 4 baggers. They're all there. They're working for their charity, St. Jude. They all got the vests on. And one guy might end up with more money than the other because he bagged more stuff. So it's more money for the charity, more money for the bagger because he actually bagged more things in a quicker time. You know what I mean? So there's got to be a timer on it, maybe. Or someone keeping track of the bags.
Well, I'm thinking like if you go to a Meijer's here in Michigan, there's 24 cashier lanes, but 2 are open. And then now there's 15 self-bagging. Self-bagging is such a pain in the ass. Like it changes what I buy at the grocery store because I know it's not all boxes of stuff. Sometimes you have eggs and you have wine, and it's just, you just know bagging it is going to be confusing. Yeah. So what if there was a person in a charity vest that was standing there almost like a day laborer at Home Depot, and you could literally call over somebody and they could bag your stuff for you, and then you tip them out, and then you're done. Then the charity makes a little money, and then me buying self-checkout, I don't have to bag my stuff. Right. I do like that. And they'd all stand there. If that's uncomfortable, I get it. Or maybe that's an app where it's like Uber, you can click and somebody who's in that. I haven't thought that. I thought of this today because there was a gentleman who was on the spectrum while he was bagging, and we talked. We had a great conversation. I asked him how long has he been doing it. You're being as polite as you can. Nobody knew. Deep down inside, I was just like, this is never going to get done, is it? Nobody knew that but me. I'm not being an asshole to anybody at the thing. Just deep in my heart, I'm like, and then I started kind of helping, where I'm kind of grabbing, and then you're playing Hungry Hippos where everybody's hand is like trying. You're like, I get it. This is all a great thing, but I got somewhere to be, and I just want to be at this other place. I don't want to hang out here. And Gladys, the cashier, is asking me, like, this chicken is cheaper. It was just a whole thing. So so this also happened. I was in a grocery store today, and there's this one old guy. I go to a Lowe's grocery store. It's real nice. It's so close to my house. Wait, like the building place? No. Yeah, we have that too. Is it confusing? That part is confusing for some people because we literally have a Lowe's grocery store next to a Lowe's hardware store. Totally different. And you'll tell people, meet me at Lowe's. And you'll be like, ugh. Construction or groceries? Yeah. So we, at the Lowe's grocery store, when you walk in, that little section, the sliding glass doors open. There's the buggies. You take a buggy, another sliding glass door opens to get into the grocery store, right? So you know that gray area I'm talking about where the buggies are, right? Or carts, as you would say outside of the South. When you walk into that area, there's this old man who sits there. I want to say he's probably 85. He's got a table of just apple pies.
And as soon as you walk in, he'll say this: "Good afternoon. How you doing? I hope you have a blessed. Would you like an apple pie?" And I always am like, "Thank you. No, thank you. I appreciate it." And I'm in the door, right? But he never changed. Like he's never discouraged because I always say no. And I know he remembers me.
Yeah.
And then on the way out, he'll yell at you one more time, "Have a blessed day."
Yeah.
It's almost to the point where he's killing you with kindness. I want to go like, I see you sitting here. I'm never going to want the apple pie, man. Just, I don't want you to waste your breath on me anymore. So remember this face. This face doesn't want any of the apple pies, okay? Just give me a nod. Just give me a nod.
How much are the apple pies?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. You just don't want.
I'm not there for apple pie, man. I'm trying to eat healthy right now, but I know what you're saying. Maybe there's a day I'll want apple pie.
I don't think I'm done with the grocery bagging conversation yet. But speaking of losing weight, I don't know how people lose 10 pounds. I've been skinny my entire life. It's never been a thought in my head of what I should watch when I eat, what I eat, and then I weighed myself, and it's got to stop. I literally have to lose 10 pounds, and I don't know how to do it, but that's another conversation.
Well, I gained some weight. I stopped doing DDPY, but I'm going to pick it back up. And it's all we all know what the recipe is. We just don't do it.
So that's the bagging thing. I think sponsors that, right, because they're always the same. The bagging kid is also the kid who gets carts. And when I say kid, it just, that's a broad stroke. I don't mean to get controversial. And I know from when I worked at Colonial Market in South Lyon, when I would get carts, I would just walk as slow as I could. And in my hometown, you could wave at people you'd see the cars and know who was driving by. You would wave. So the biggest part about that job was getting the bags. The paper bags came in this like bales, and they were 50 pounds. Yeah. So when the cashier said,
those are heavy. "Can
you get bags from the back room and bring them up front?" You hated it because those are heavy as shit. And now it's just those plastic bags, which I'm not a fan of. I'm a fan of paper. So sponsors at the end, if you're sponsored, if I'm working for whatever law firm or whatever, I'm going to want my people to move fast, or you're going to associate that company with putting your eggs on the bottom. So there's going to be a little bit of a thing. There's something there. I just can't figure it out.
Yeah, I'm getting blowback on my apple pie guy in the comment section. Yeah, so I want to just address this. I'm not saying that the guy's not a nice person or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, I'm in a hurry. A lot of times I don't want to meet new friends at the grocery store. I don't want to stand there and chit chat all day. And I don't want him to waste his time. I just want to get in and get out. Someone says, Lori Ann DeSanto says, "John Reep, you could always buy pie, give away, so you're not eating it. Just an idea. But now I'm just wasting money on pie that I'm not going to eat. I don't think I'm going to do that one. I'm not going to buy the pie. I don't want the guy in there talking to me. Also, I just thought of something. I thought of something, John. Oh, go ahead. What does that say? I can't read it. Can you read it to me, please?
This is man at John Reep hates apple pie. And I spelled Ann wrong, of course. Abs, people that sell them.
Yeah, I don't want you harassing me when I walk into the store.
Okay, I won't tweet it.
That's all. It's harassing. He's harassing me. That's how I look at it. I'm not asking for apple pie. I know where the apple pie is in the store if I want to buy it. Listen, hang on, John. I think I screwed up, because what if Josh Blue is trying to join the Facebook link that goes to the? I'm saying, like, if he's tweeted out the wrong link, then he's trying to join the wrong link, which is why he's not here now. Does that make
you have the right link?
Okay, thank you.
Okay. By the way, we're talking about Josh Blue.
Tell him it's the StreamYard link.
And Alan, throw up all the Josh's stuff, even if he doesn't come on. He was tweeting me earlier today saying he's excited about the show. At least we can plug his stuff. So Josh Blue is going to win America's Got Talent. I watched him. I never watched that show, to be honest with you. I watched him on it. It stressed me out being on Kathleen Madigan's page. I put I'm not a fan of comedy competitions as just like a thing.
Yeah, that's a goof because you won one.
And people like jumped all over me.
Stupid people.
But I really hope that there's Gina. I always say her. She's married now. Burrell. Do you know who?
Yes, Gina.
Gina.
I
I'm so
forgot her
sorry.
dang last name.
She's
I did a whole tour with her in Canada.
Okay, she is so brilliant. BRILLON. That's Gina. She's also on the show. She's one of the coolest people ever. So just you're so awesome. She's going, but I hope 2 comedians. You got to give it to a comedian, not the dumb dog. Like, I don't know what they win for being on America's Got Talent, but I saw all these kids. I'm not against kids, but there were 15 of them who are break dancers, which is great. Me and you love break dancing.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to go to a Vegas show and see 17 kids break dancing for an hour.
Right.
That's going to bore me. I need to see. I don't want to see a singer who's on AGT who's, if they were in Vegas, would have to sing cover songs because nobody's going to see somebody sing an hour of originals that you've never heard of. Yeah. You need a comedian to win it.
100%. A vote for Josh Blue is a vote for all stand-up comedians.
Yeah.
For a stand-up comedian to win this variety talent show where it's not just comedy, it's everything. For a comedian to win that, it's not just for Josh Blue. You're helping John Heffron. You're helping John Reep, because what will happen is people will start thinking to themselves, oh, dude, I love stand-up. I wonder if there's a stand-up comedy club in my backyard. And before you know it, they're looking it up. More things are happening. We're back in the running. So
yeah.
I've won last comic standing. John Heffron has won last comic standing. Josh Blue has won last comic standing.
I know he's not really mentioning that a lot on this.
I don't hear it come up.
Yeah, we don't hear it. But I don't want to tell anybody.
I like how they're acting like it never happened. And that's fine.
Yeah.
Was it the same network, by the way?
Yes.
It's even better. It's even better that it's their own network.
Yeah.
But I know why they're doing it, which is fine. Listen, there's no rules about the contest. Anybody can join.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If Miley Cyrus wanted to join, she could. She might do well. She has a lot of fans.
Yeah.
I actually would love
I'd make it out of like the first round, or like when you go into the little thing and there's no audience. I won't make it past that. Could you do a 90-second joke?
Is that what he's doing? 90 seconds?
That's what the audition like. I don't know
are they cutting it down to 90 seconds? Because I think
if he had the right link, I would ask him. Yeah. These are all questions I would ask him.
So let's ask him that one. I want to ask him about his T-shirt choice.
Do we know? Let me look, see if he responded. No.
Do you want me to text him as well? I'm gonna do it again.
Okay.
Did he respond? Did you say okay?
No, okay, that's what he says, dude. At this point, I don't know. John sent me 2 different ones. I posted the last one, I believe.
I was pretty.
How do we
send him the StreamYard link?
I don't.
The one that you used. The one that you used to log into this. The Alan Jackson
needs to wait. Hold on.
Sent to you because he trusts you at this point, not me.
At this
point,
what
would you have to do?
I don't know.
John, you're reading. Hang on.
John sent me 2 different.
I'll send it while you're talking. I'm gonna send it.
Send it to him. Does he not want the votes? Does he not? Let me get Gina on. Gina, get her on real quick.
I said this one, buddy. Okay. Yeah, it's confusing. Too many links.
Let's get it.
You're talking to people over 40, and there's a lot of links going on.
There's a lot of links. I get it. I've sent the wrong one. You have a lot of go.
Here's my point. If you're a fan of laughter, if you're a fan of happiness and spreading joy, then you will vote for a comedian on AGT and not a dog or a guy holding a puppet, pretending to make it talk.
I don't get the puppet guys.
I don't get
I don't get the puppet guys when they're allowed to say the crazy thing and nobody gets mad.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Like they can say the racist thing and nobody. They're like
Charlie.
What? That's right. You know what's funny? Why we're waiting for Josh because he's gonna wipe in. Is that what it is? So you know my book that's on Amazon.
Oh yeah, let's talk about your book for a second.
The Holding Deal, right? See that, John Heffron? The Holding Deal. It's on Amazon. You can get it. It's $4 on Kindle, and this will be in your hand for less than 10. Right. You know what the premise of this book is? I know you didn't read it, but you know what the premise of The Holding Deal is?
I vaguely, can you refresh my memory?
First runner-up. Hold on, I need music. First runner-up on America's Funniest Comic, Drew Roberts knows the result tour will define his career as a stand-up comedian, blah, 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 blah. So basically this show, okay, this book is about a network that creates a reality competition and has fake winners. So then that fake winner travels around the country dropping off espionage packages. But everyone thinks, and it's about this guy who wins the last of America's Funniest Comic and thinks he won it. And then they tell him when he's on tour, this whole thing's a scam. We didn't even really count up votes. You have to pass off these envelopes every city you go to. And that's the spy thriller that is The Holding Deal. Isn't that funny?
That's awesome. That should be made to a movie or a series, number one. Number two, is there an audio recording of this?
Oh my dude. So that thing, did I ever tell you the grandiose idea I had of this?
Grandiose or grandiose?
So in this book, okay, there is a comedian who wins it that is called Drew Roberts. There is a country comedian who placates more to the country crowd.
Oh, really? What's his name? Is it Ron Deep? What's his name?
There is a Italian woman. There is an American gentleman.
Okay.
And there's 5 of them. And when I wrote this book and I got done and the editor goes, well, what's the next book? Because it leaves on a cliffhanger, right? I go, here's in a perfect world what I would like to do. I would like to go to my friend John Reep. And I would like to go to Alonzo Bowden and Tammy Pescatelli. And I had story ideas for all 4 of you. And I was going to effing Marvel franchise this. Well, I was going to do a country because this all takes place. The comic goes on tour. He's forced to go on tour, and there's 5 other comics. But at the end of each show, he's got to go off and do something and make the bus or make it the AM press. So he doesn't know what the other comics are doing because he can never hang out with them because he's always got things to do. Well, what you learn is they all were doing stuff too, and nobody knows. So then all the books led up to one big show in Vegas where all their skill sets come together as a thing. So then I was going to go to you and go, dude, here's your book, sell it after your shows, and da-da-da-da. Alonzo, here's the thing, sell it after your shows, and then we all plug each other, and it's a spider web. But
what's my thing, dude?
Dude, I had it. Like, dude.
What's my thing?
You too much. I don't know why I'm saying, dude, bruh. Dude, this leaves on a cliffhanger. Okay. You could totally be incorporated in. We could have a John Reep guy who comes in the next book because it leaves. Now I'm doing like an infomercial. It leaves a lot of questions of what happens next because, things get sideways. Because as a spy, he's like, it sucks being a spy. I'm this low level envelope passer guy. This is bullshit. I want to do real spy stuff. And they're like, nope, you got to stay in your lane. He's like, well, as a comic, I want a Netflix special. I want to do a thing. And they're like, nope, you can't get any more famous than you are. You got to stay in your lane. So he has to stay at that level, and he can't go up or down. He can't suddenly become Nate Bargatze all of a sudden. Then everyone knows who the guy is. 3 years ago, no one did.
Right.
It suddenly be so that's the whole thing with the holding deal, and it leaves on the thing. I should maybe
Great.
do that, dude.
So listen, let's get to work on that series. I think that's good.
Did he
Get the holding deal by John Heffron on Amazon.
Yeah.
Get the holding
That's
deal.
funny that Josh was going to be on, and
By the way, I did send him the correct link.
I had an idea.
Correct link. He tweeted the correct link. He just got to go to his tweet.
Dude, he's big time now, man. Big time.
See, he already knows we talked about him. He's like, I don't need to be on that. They already talked about me.
That's true.
So what am I on? Why do I go on there now? They've already mentioned me. It's a waste of my time. I put it on my Facebook page, like I said I would. I'm out. I'm still going to vote for him. Me and my mom watch it. We record it.
Yeah, I'm done with the dogs. I'm a huge dog person. Your dumb dog act isn't going to impress me in Vegas for an hour.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like two strong guys holding each other up like that. I'm not.
What year is it, man?
Yeah, you're gonna bend and steal. Like,
we go to Venice Beach and watch this crap.
I don't know. I would you like if the guy who eats all those hot dogs, if that was a Vegas show, would you? No. I would maybe go to that more than
not in Vegas. I mean, if he happened to be on the sidewalk when I was walking past him, I might stop for a minute. I might give him $1. I ain't spending $50 on that kind of crap. I will spend $50 on a good show, like a good comedian, like a Josh Blue or a John Heffron or a John Reep. So look, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if Josh Blue's coming on. I will tell you, I watched some cool stuff. I got this drink here, Liquid Death, which may or may not be a sponsor at some point.
Let's talk about that. By the way, I just looked at our private chat, John, where I think sometimes it's
shit. Yeah.
No. Whoever's in our private chat, because apparently the wrong link. We have random people. Josh won the very first Last Comic Standing. In his act, he sometimes asks us to move on. He did not. Actually, to fact check that, Josh Blue did not win the first Last Comic Standing.
Oh no, he won the. Hang on.
11th.
No, he won the season. I won season 5. He won season 4.
I don't know if I can name everybody.
He won season 4. Dat Fan was first. John Heffron was second. Alonzo Bowden was third. Uh-huh. And then fourth was Josh Blue. Josh Blue. Yeah. Fifth was John Reep. Sixth was Eliza.
I really wish.
I don't know after Eliza who won.
Yeah, I wish she would have really. I thought she'd really go places after that show. Eliza,
yeah,
I
feel bad. That's kind of a sad story. What happened to her? A movie out on Netflix right now. It's doing great.
So successful.
So I watched Clickbait on Netflix. Have you seen that?
Oh. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I had something I wanted to tell you.
No. Go. I'm just filling in until something happens. Go. What happened?
So there's this guy. I think he's called. I'm trying to get him on the podcast. There's a guy on YouTube called Scam Baiter. I know that sounds like thing. Okay, his name's Pierogi. Scammer Payback. Tweet him and say at John Heffron was talking about you. It's Scammer. Sorry, it takes a while to focus. Anyway, so you know how people they call you from India and you say you have a problem with your Amazon account, you have some purchases, and then old people will call them, and then they'll basically get into that old person's computer, and they'll get those old people to send gift cards or whatever, and they'll say there's a virus on your computer. Send us $2,000 and we can get it off, or you're in a lot of trouble with Amazon. Or so what he does.
I saw this video. It's awesome.
Dude, I'm obsessed with them. When they call back, he gets into their computer, and the whole time he's talking, he just deletes their files. He turns on their webcams. He hacks the hackers in real time. And it's so I want him on the podcast. I've been obsessed.
And he talks in an old lady voice.
He talks in an old lady, or he's got a couple characters that he does, and I have so many. Because what they do is they go, hey, we're gonna deposit $200 in your account, and then they go, oh my God, we deposited 20,000. We messed up. You have $20,000 in your account, and you looking at your account from your computer will see 20,000. They know how to change the text, but your account doesn't change. So then the guy goes, you need to send me 19,000, whatever, and do it in gift cards. And a lot of people fall for that.
Yeah. And he's so good at what he does is he's basically scamming the scammers. So they'll fall for his thing.
Yeah. And
then he fires back at them. He's like, well, why did you tell me you was going to take all of my money if I didn't? That sounds rude. So maybe I won't give you your password back. How's that?
I bet you scammer payback. I bet you if we sent him a link, he would figure out the link.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like he would already be in our computer.
Yeah. We got to make friends with him. So he doesn't.
I've asked, okay, dude. So why am I saying dude so much? I've asked 4 people now to be on our show, and I've been turned down by everyone. Debbie Gibson turned down. What comedians? A couple comedians turned me down. The guy who goes around with videos to abandoned malls. I think I'd have the clout to get that guy on just because I was curious. He said he was just busy with work. Literally, it was a no. There's a lot of comedian friends, not friends. I got to stop saying friends, acquaintances that have all said no. I don't know how you're doing it with your country-ish. Every time I look over, that's where Brooke Kreischer's on. Every time I look over on your country, what I'm a fan of, you have good guests. Like, however you're doing that, you should throw guests our way every once in a while.
I can do that.
I can't get any. I've tried. Nobody likes me.
No, I could do it. Yeah. So I'll give you a short answer. Had a couple of big ones on, right? Mm-hmm. And then they use publicists. And then I make friends with these publicists. I go like, who else you got? That interview it really well. And they'll just send me stuff sometimes. So now, because I've buddied up with a publicist here and there, it's a couple of them, they'll be like, oh, like, hey, by the way, this guy's got a thing coming out. You want to have him on? I'm like, hell yeah. So there's some of that. And there's some just relationships I have where I know, and, but I agree. We should get people on. If we send them the right link, that's the first thing. I got to send them the correct link. So that's my fault. The Alan Jackson, if you want to pop in here real quick, we're at 8:50. Any word? You don't have any of Josh's stuff. Yeah.
No, I don't.
John Heffron, can you tell Alan what that guy's YouTube page is again? My computer died, the Alan Jackson. I don't understand what happened. I have it plugged in to the wall, and it just died. So I have no computer. Hold on. I can't look up anything.
I was logged into my OnlyFans page. Let me get out of that and go to this one. Go to Scammer Payback. And then again, tweet that guy. He's got 13,000. I looked at his numbers. He could, John, you have more numbers than a lot of these people.
Yeah, he must have just started or something.
Now there's a whole network, and it's fascinating to me. Like, I wish I had. I couldn't scam a scammer.
Alan, do you have a question? Alan's making a face like he has a question.
I wasn't sure what you wanted me to do.
I want to show one of this dude's videos, Scammer Payback, so people can see what he does. Now, are we gonna? Can we play this without getting in trouble? It's not music.
There's no music.
Yeah, it should be okay.
It's live. Let's just go for one of them. There's a couple.
Hold on just a second. Let me do it again.
I like this 3. Oh, by the way, leave this. Don't do anything. John, notice all the stickers I did right here? So I brought I brought these lockers up, and then I just put nothing but stickers.
That looks pretty cool. I like the lockers, man.
All up the side anyway.
Was it hard to get them up there in that little?
Yeah, I almost died. I had to like phone a friend who was not like we almost died. You saw, my steps going up those stairs.
Yeah,
it was difficult.
Okay, Alan. Yes.
All right. So you want to see one of these?
Yeah, I can't read that font. It's so far away from my eyeballs. But if there's one that says old lady or something, I don't know what characters he does.
What's going on, y'all? Now, calling scammers is an ever-evolving process for me. When I make the phone call, I don't know who's going to be on the other side of that call. While we've had a lot of success calling scammers over the past couple of years, sometimes we might run into a roadblock here or there, especially with this one group of scammers that are out of Kolkata, India. They're really a pain in my side. Now, after being passed along a couple times, I get Sam. Yes, that's Sam Wilson.
Jump in like halfway.
Sam that's proposed to me in the past.
I like his hair.
Pretty much.
When I'm singing or when I'm talking?
Oh, your talking is fine, but you are a little flat on the singing.
I do singing. I just sing it for you, but you are not appreciated for that.
I appreciate you.
Really? Thank you.
He'll speak in Hindi or whatever language some of these are, and the guys, once they find out that he can, I've watched like every episode. Like I'm infatuated with how, because he's got like a what are they called? Like a bait computer. So his computer's like they can't get into. So it's just like this fake computer, and I think he's got a real B of A account that they get into. And
he goes deep, huh?
He goes. It's amazing. It's so good. It's so good. But anyway, they all use the same scam. So I looked at that, and that made me want to do something good. I was like, this guy, like, how do I learn how to help people like this? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right, the Alan Jackson. I thought it'd be funny to try and listen to one of them, but how long are they?
Well, they're long. I've had nights where I just kind of leave it on. It's just the conversations always unfold.
Sign, and then you put in 900.00.
Yeah.
All right.
So he's just messing with these guys.
You don't need to go out to the bank. You don't need to rush anything. Hold it. You see 90,000 and it's processing. I can still hold it.
Oh my God.
I can still hold it. It is not successful, sir. Understand this.
It's Dad. It's not, sir.
Dad, relax yourself. Drink a glass of water. First of all, drink a glass of water.
Can I get a glass of wine?
Yeah, you can get a glass of wine, but you would have to go over to your bank in a few minutes. Let me talk to the HSBC banking team and ask them to cancel it. Give me like 5 minutes and do not hang up the call. Don't touch your computer in these 5 minutes. Just hold on.
Son,
yes, I'm here. I'm here.
I can't.
I'm right
it
here.
says, please wait. Your computer's updating 25%.
Don't touch anything. Just let it be. Let it be. Don't worry about that. Yeah, just wait. No. What does it say? Does it say restart the computer? It says do not restart your computer. It says don't restart. What is wrong with you?
It says don't turn off the computer. Because my eyes are. I have to put my specs on.
Listen, sir.
Yes.
Just sit back and wait. Just sit back and wait for me to get this thing solved. Okay.
Yeah.
Hello. Yes,
what ends up happening? Then he always just shows like.
Hello.
Someone called my Liam.
All right, go ahead and pause that, Alan.
So he'll show their computer, and then you'll see him highlighting files and just hitting delete, and he's just crushing them when they're talking. Like, it's so good.
He gets into their computer while they're talking to him.
Yeah. He's. I don't understand. Shane Flint would probably know.
Oh, that's great.
But he just takes over. It's good. I watched that and Mineral Paint. It's weird.
Mineral painting.
I'm painting. I'm refurbishing stuff.
Oh, okay.
Just so I watched that. I watched the Scammer Guy. I got a couple YouTube things that I've been obsessed with. I've been obsessed with this house called The One. It's a house. It's the most expensive house ever built. It's in like Bel Air, and they're trying to sell it for $500 million, but the guy went bankrupt. It's just such a it's so. The first interview of the guy, I don't even want to say anything. He seemed pretty yacked out. And he was talking about how the house is going to change the environment because he has plastic flowers and how that's going to help the earth. And he literally builds 100,000 square foot house in LA, just destroying if you want to go down a wormhole, dude, watch that one.
What's it called? The One?
It's called The One. There's a guy with a flamboyant shirt that interviews him. You have to watch that one first.
Is it just on YouTube?
It's on YouTube. The master bedroom of the house is 2,000 square feet. How do you say it?
Well, I would say feet because plural of the word foot is two or more. Yeah.
Then he has a nightclub that can have 1,000 people, and there's 22 bedrooms, 44 bathrooms. Just insanity. But he's foreclosed on, obviously.
Well, there was another documentary out about the most expensive house built, and it was in Florida. And it was this real rich guy and this youngish wife, and it's a great story. I think it was called something of I forgot the damn name of it, dude. But anyway, that was in Florida. You're saying this one was in?
It's in LA. Like if
LA, okay.
I would pull it up for you if I knew how to share a screen without.
Do you watch this thing in 5-minute increments? I don't watch crap on YouTube like a whole show.
I don't
watch an entire episode of something on YouTube. I'll watch a 5 or 10 minute thing. Do you watch entire episodes, movies on YouTube?
I don't watch movies, but I've watched documentaries. I've watched half hour. I'm good. It's kind of all I watch now.
But do you watch it on your iPad? Do you watch it on your
TV?
And so do you go to the YouTube TV app?
Yeah, or not even just YouTube on my TV. Like for the next podcast, I'll do a screenshot of just what my history is. It's the weirdest. A lot of like you
on
won't
your smart TV. You have a YouTube app, which is still an app on a smart TV, and you click on it.
No, right? I watched this house guy. You got to see the first one, dude. It's so insane.
One. I'm gonna look that up then.
It's called The One.
I like stuff like that. Clickbait's pretty good on Netflix. It's a series. That's pretty good. I watched the whole 9/11 docuseries thing on Netflix. It was pretty good too. It goes into why we got into the Afghanistan and why we got out and the history of that.
Well,
it's pretty good.
I should do that every once in a while.
I don't think Josh is going to pop on.
I don't think he is either. Oh well. At least you learned.
I think our window of opportunity has sailed. He's got probably a lot of other shows. I do know that he was going to the Improv tonight. He's in LA. That he was going to go to the Improv tonight and run his set.
Oh, okay, I get it. He
mentioned that to me because he's got I guess he's performing tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah.
So we're the last thing on his mind, dude.
To jump on your thing. Yeah.
We'll have him on later.
Yeah, we'll have him when he wins if he still remembers. You know the winner when they win the money on that show, which I don't even know what it is. I think it's like 500,000 or something.
Wait, here we go. Josh Blue just texted me. He said, "LOL, yeah, it's up on my site."
So does that mean he's
saying LOL as if like I don't know. He put. I know that he.
Wait a second.
Right. No. I gave him a YouTube link.
Okay.
That we're on YouTube right now. I gave him that link to share, and he did share it on his Facebook page. He said, "Hey everyone, check this out. I'm going to be on my friend's show tonight," and he shared it appropriately. And now he's saying, "Okay, I got another one. Do you have an idea of what time?" Yes, we're live now.
Yeah, come on.
Been waiting on you.
Josh Blue, winner last comic standing, ex-Paralympic soccer player in the semifinals of America's Got Talent. He's followed by who else follows him? You know what's sad is I'm trying to delete everybody I follow on Instagram, right? Because I had a bot that followed everybody when Instagram first came out. So I have like 3,200.
I wonder if he's stoned off his brain right now because this is not that hard to understand. I'm sorry, John.
So I follow like 3,000 people on Instagram, and I don't know just about anybody. So I try to unfollow people, but I don't know my login for my Instagram, so I can't use an app to unfollow people. Because if I sign out of my Instagram, I'm never signing back in because it won't let me.
Right.
So there's no way to do it. So I'll unfollow, let's say comics. That's my new thing, is because I don't care. And then when I hit unfollow, and it'll give you, if they're following you, it'll say, do you want
Are you
to
sure?
kick them out of your follow thing.
Oh,
and
right.
It's amazing how many people I follow that didn't even follow me.
Right, of course.
Then I'm like, fuck you.
I started recently unfollowing certain people as well. I know what you're saying. It's disappointing when you. Sorry, I'm trying to read Josh Blue's text and talk to you at the same time. Well, I'm on the 3 dots. He's got the pa.
He's talking. Okay, you do that.
Oh shit!
If we learned anything. If we learned anything while John's plugging in, and I'm looking at my Instagram now, it's to follow me at comedian John Heffron on Instagram. And it's not that I always have people, anytime I post, which I don't do it anymore. Like if I post on, like, let's say under Rogan's thing or something, his fans seem to come at me the quickest. The biggest slam at anyone always does is you suck so bad you have to put comedian in your Instagram handle. That's my favorite comeback. It's like, yeah, because there was a John Heffron that already had it. So I don't have it. But.
Well, now he's saying, sorry, man, I thought it was 8:30 West Coast time, but let me go back and read you my original, just so everyone knows I'm not an idiot.
Wait, is he?
I wrote this today at 12:04 p.m. Hey, buddy, want to zoom into me and John Heffron's show tonight? It would be sometime between 8 and 9:30-ish p.m. Eastern time. I always put Eastern time so people know. And he just said, sorry, man, I thought it was 8:30 West Coast time. There's no reason for you to think that when I typed out the word Eastern.
You know what this reminds me? I
will head back to the room now. So now do we have to wait on him to head back to his room? Now do we cancel on him?
No.
How long is it going to take him to go back to his room? Where is he?
Yeah, is he driving from Irvine to Woodland Hills?
What if I just FaceTime him right now from my phone?
You know who I did this to is I did the same thing to Dusty Slay.
Yeah, I know.
And he's still mad at me for rolling in late for his Instagram, and I apologize. I really like it.
It's all good.
Mike Costa.
We've been talking for an hour
about you. Matt Bergman. I'm trying to think of who we can get. I feel like we need a guest, dude. Like we need to end it on a guest. This is the first time this has ever been on my YouTube page, which I dusted off, and I just feel like, Josh Blue would have been a power hitter to have on for the first time. I got the woman who wrote Miss Doubtfire. Pete Zedlacker is a comic. I'm looking at somebody. Alonzo's doing radio in Los Angeles.
All right, let's read some of these comments. Hey, Lori. I'm going to read some comics.
Okay.
Do it. Skype the Johns. Ken Bo. I'm reading some names. I'm giving people shout outs. Zach Simmerock. Hey, African Josh. What? I don't understand some of these comments.
Well, people have like a whole conversations without us.
Yeah, I've noticed that. That happens on Country-ish a lot.
Which, by the way, is something for those who are kind of out here or who are who chime in or come every week that we're actually on. Me and John have a question. We don't know what day we should keep Heffron and Reep. We should bring that up now because John, being the big sports fan that he is, I know what's about to happen. We're going to start to do these Monday things, and then he's going to go, "Hey, how long are we going to go for today? Can we do like 7?" And I'm like, "Oh, you got something going on?" And then I'll look at a football schedule and see that there's a game that starts right at when the show should be over. Yeah. So I feel that you're pressed with your football on Mondays. And I'm okay to change it. Do we go earlier? Should we move the day and not have it be Mondays? Do people even care? Do we do it Sunday at 10 and we'll do a church service and then do the podcast?
Right.
There's a lot of things we could do. If anybody under comments wants to,
Ken or Mustard Seed, Jacob, Zach, let us know. Brenda, what day would you like?
I was just kidding.
What night would you like to see, or what day would you like to catch Heffron and Reep, when do you want to see the new ones? Do you want to see them on Wednesday night at 8 p.m.? Do you want to see them Monday nights, the way they're going now? You tell us what day is better for you. We'll try and do it. Well, Katie Marie Webster says Mondays are good for her.
Well,
so
good. It's all about Katie Marie.
Oh, well, Shane says Wednesday works just fine.
Shane, that's great, but sometimes we fly out on Wednesdays because we have press on Thursday. What else? Speaking of, John, since we're all over the place waiting for Josh Blue to call us, end of this month, can I plug a date?
Yes.
Plugging?
Yeah, go ahead, of course.
Okay, so let's do this.
Oh, yeah, Wednesday, please, says Mandy Carter.
October 1st and 2nd, San Francisco Punchline. Haven't been there in 2 years because of COVID. Love Molly. Love the Punchline. I'll be back there at the end of this month. September 30th, October 1st, and 2nd. Got other dates that are popping up, but it's not time. I just wanted to plug the one that's coming up the soonest, which is at the Punchline in San Francisco. So,
right.
There we go.
My next gig got canceled, but I will be in Dallas in Hyenas Comedy Club, Dallas, October 1st and 2nd, first weekend in October. I think I should call Josh because I feel like there's miscommunication with the texting.
Yeah, it could kind of feel like
I'm gonna call him and put him on speakerphone and see what happens.
Okay.
Because I don't want to sit around here for an hour.
Yeah.
Can you hear this?
I can hear it fine.
Okay.
You know, we talk about death water before we leave. Or death. Something.
Yeah, liquid death.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy. Sorry about the miscommunication. We were.
I went back. Hey, you wrote it. I'm just a fucking dumbass. So, hey, I'm almost to my room right now, and then I'll patch in.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll wait for you. Thanks, buddy.
It'll be like 5 minutes, bro.
You got it. All right. Thanks, man.
All right, thanks, man.
He right there is why he should
just
win.
Clarified. I'm out of the woods now. He said he's the dumbass. I said Eastern time. Thank you, Josh Blue.
But I don't know why I play this music. That shows you what a nice guy he is, though. Even in that candid conversation that he didn't know was on air.
Yeah.
He was being friendly. You were being cool. I lost.
He was on air.
I had a guy, Mike Kelta, out of Tampa. I used to do his morning show all the time. And a little thing, what just happened to you, kind of happened between us, and we haven't talked since. I had to cancel a show because it was a 2-hour drive, and the owner didn't want to get up early in the morning. So I called his producer to say, hey, I don't think I can show up in studio. I will, I'll phone in, and I can do the thing from there. And I'm having this conversation with the producer. I'm like, I'm so sorry, da-da-da. They played that conversation on air the next morning. And they kind of left some stuff out of context. So it sounded like I was just being a dick, that the shows were sold out and I don't need them, which is not what the conversation was. But when you do morning radio like that, it's so illegal to not let the other person know, especially in Florida, that this conversation is being recorded and we're going to play it out on the air. And ever since then, I don't talk to those guys, and it's a dumb thing, but it was a dick move. But
totally. I mean, that's FCC regulations right there.
But anyway, so do you want me to just do what you want to plug it or want me to do a random thing?
No, I was going to say, I'm happy that, he didn't say anything bad since I just went live on him. I was trying to tell him, oh, by the way, we're live right now. But he was like, I'll be there. Like, he was cutting me off. Like, I'm almost there. Give me 5 minutes. So I didn't. If it were going to be a long conversation, I would have said, by the way, you are actually live right now on the show.
Dude, he's got. So we're talking about in Alan. If you could throw up how to text to vote for Josh, we should do that a bunch. I would be stressed. I would blow you up if I had a big show tomorrow in front of people and I had to do a live fight.
Me too.
And you were we've blown each other off for less. For just I haven't eaten yet.
Right.
Arby's is a huge line at Arby's. Can we not do the show?
Yeah. Yeah. The fact that he's doing this at all is amazing, given that he has a big show tomorrow night. Leon John Jock III says, what nights do you take questions from the fans? We do it every time, like all the time. If I can, look over here at the comments and read one and then look back at John and without, I try to be present in the conversation, but I also don't want to. Brenda, please do not give me the score of the game. I'm recording it.
Yeah, come on, Brenda.
Brenda, what are you doing?
Stop, John. Don't look. I'll read. Don't even look.
No, I got to turn. I'm putting on private chat.
Put it on private chat, and if somebody has a question for you, I will. He's really pissed, Brenda. He's not like I see his face.
I'm recording the game.
Yeah, don't do that.
And what I'll do is go home and fast forward through the commercials, and I get caught up by fourth quarter.
Okay, so John, you don't look because I know how mad you are. Leon asks, I just like music. I don't care what anyone's. I don't care.
I said we go Wednesday nights, John.
All right, so we have a question. Leon, no. Jack wants to ask about Jack's Comedy Zone in Jacksonville. What can fans expect? Can I answer for you?
Yes.
Okay. I literally, when I do morning radio and they ask that question drives me batshit crazy because I never know how to answer it because they're like, what do you mean? What didn't expect? I get on stage, I take the mic out of the stand, I talk and I do jokes and then the audience laughs. But you're at the Comedy Zone. You could maybe expect somebody to throw wine or a crowd to get a little unruly at that club. So that club, you could try to do stuff and you might have to quiet a table. That's what I would predict at that club. That's where Pescatelli had wine thrown at her.
She did. She called the cops. The cops came because a lady threw a glass of wine on stage, almost hit her. Here's what you can expect.
Yeah. Hold on. Would you want music, John?
Yeah.
No, hold on. No. Want emotional? Do you want just upbeat funk?
That upbeat music is good.
Okay. Here we go, John.
That's fine.
John Reep, you're at the Comedy Zone in Jacksonville, Florida. When the audience comes out there, what's some of the things we can expect at your show?
Oh, it's going to be nonstop laughter. It's going to be a riot. I'm talking the rafters will be shaking and the biscuits will be baking. Come on out to the Jacksonville Comedy Zone. Come see me. I'm going to be doing some of the greatest hits. I'll be doing some new stuff. You like COVID jokes? They're in there.
That's great, John Reep. Coming up next after Richard Marks, we got some Battle of the Sexes and War of the Roses. And don't forget, every Wednesday is our word of the day. Don't forget to fax us your funny word. If we read your fax online, you win 2 tickets to see Rick Springfield and Richard Marks at the Jingle Ball.
I was going to... Yay!
Hey guys, what's up?
Dude, let me just say, number one.
Isn't Josh Blue?
Yeah, John, hang on. This man's got a lot, he's got a lot on his mind right now.
Yeah, okay, sorry.
And I want to get right to it. I've made this mistake many times. Thank you at all for even doing this. I don't know if I would take the time to do a stupid podcast if I'm going to be on a major TV show the next day. So thank you, Josh Blue.
This is not a stupid podcast. I'm coming to you for some comic relief, and this has been a crazy. So it's good to see you guys.
Alan,
fucking late.
It's okay, Alan. If you could just throw up how to text to so Josh can win this thing, just kind of nonstop while we're talking. Josh, I have a couple questions for you.
I would hope so.
Okay. How do we give any dog act that you're performing? I don't know what's going on in the finals. Is there any way we could change up their food right before they go on stage just to upset their bellies? Is that cheating?
I think a dog whistle will be most effective.
Oh, yeah.
Genius.
Yeah, because you can do that from the crowd. You don't have to get backstage. You can sit there in the crowd. If everybody at one, what if we gave out dog whistles before the show? And then,
I appreciate the work, but there actually aren't any dogs this time.
Right.
So if you can find a way to fuck up a nurse's choir, then that would be more important.
I was gonna say for Josh, they could also like somebody could throw him off where some guy in the back just like starts hitting a bong, and Josh might like just stop talking and at least glance over. So
yeah, I'd definitely head over it. But 2 minutes, I can withstand it for 2 minutes.
So wait, hang on, John. I want to give him a compliment first. I want to give him a compliment.
Mm-hmm.
I love that you run onto the stage. My mom and I watched the show. We record it so we could watch Josh Blue. And then the last time you came on, when they introduced you, you ran onto the stage. I always love that. I don't like people walking their slow ass out there, milking every second out of the applause. You ran out there, you're ready to go. And I like that. Number 2, is it risky? I got nervous. Maybe this is something you do all the time anyway. When you were saying, you were telling the audience not to clap because it was killing your time. Like I only got like a minute up here, and he said it twice in one set. And I was like, "Oh no, are they going to get mad at him?" I was nervous for you.
I never done it before, but they did. I'm like, I would understand if it was laughing, but clapping, like, come on, man, like, and they enjoyed it. Everybody, that's the biggest feedback I got. People are like, I love when you tell the audience to shut up, like, and I really meant it, guys. I did.
Right. And how much time do you get in that set?
Dude, they're only giving me 2.5 minutes.
Jesus.
Which is so. They give these fucking magicians an hour and a half, man. I'm like, come on.
Yeah, could you imagine? They get an hour and a half and then they just cut it up and then do the best of?
No, I've seen them do like 9 minutes for a magic act, and they're like, "We gotta cut one of your jokes. You're over 2:30." Like, okay.
Could you imagine if they did that to a magician where they looked at him and go, "Listen, you're late. You got to jump right to cutting off her left leg." You're like, "Well, there's a whole setup. There's a whole and you're like, nope, you just got to stab her. That's all we have time for. If you just stab her and show that she's alive."
I just never liked magic. You understand, like, magic is like a step below being a mime,
Right. Like, are we supposed to believe that this guy's from like medieval times and actually talks to wizards, or is he just trying to con the shit out of us?
Yeah. I'd be more happy. They should have a woman on there that just has like essential oils and she just makes a brew and you take it and then suddenly your cold's gone. Like that would be.
Hey, John. Go ahead, John.
So you're up there for 2 minutes. So, and you're performing live tomorrow. What's the whole kit and caboodle? You win this thing, right? The finals. Let's say you win it. Do you get a Vegas residency? Do you get? I know you already have a Last Comic like varsity jacket that we all get. Do you get to add another pin or patch on that? Like, what's the thing?
I think they just make it big enough to the other jacket.
Oh, I got you.
Adding jacket.
Oh, right. So you gotta,
he lives in Denver, Colorado. It's very cold there in the winter time.
Yeah, it can be.
You don't have enough jacket.
Boxing my jacket. So basically, I think there's the option to have a residency in Vegas, or it might not be an option. I'm not really sure at this point.
Right.
But how fun would that be to just not have to? I live in Denver, like you said, and that's only an hour flight, so I can still go be a dad and be cool to have my own show. That's pretty badass.
Oh, that would be great. I mean, I was, I love also, I was going to ask you this. Do you design your own T-shirts, or are you buying I like the random shirt with like broccoli on it.
Yeah. You know what? My sister makes all those, so like cut out by her, and she sews them all. So each one is like a unique one. And we've been doing the broccoli for a while, and it's just been like a hit for some reason. People like broccoli, I guess. This is how big of a hit it's been. Get this, you guys. There is somebody selling knockoff broccoli shirts on the internet.
Knockoff broccoli?
Knockley's, yep.
Oh, you don't want to be seen out in public with Knockley's, dude. You got to have the original Broccoli's, man.
That's some low rent shit right there.
So is the final when do you perform for the last time?
I feel like I should be wearing a hat like you guys.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's what happens.
You guys with a hat.
That's a great podcast. Has that been done? Two beards and stubble.
Oh yeah, 3 guys who've won Last Comic Standing wearing hats, talking about cool T-shirts, man.
I'm trying to guess the hotel by the drapes. I think I know what it is by the desk.
That's a.
What do you think?
That's a. I'm gonna go Courtyard by Marriott.
Courtyard. I'm gonna say Courtyard.
Courtyard by Marriott.
It's a Lowe's.
Ooh, Lowe's, dude. Store? We talked about it's a hardware store and a grocery store in Hickory, North Carolina.
It's a hardware store in Denver too. So I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's also a hotel in Los Angeles. Yeah, those are good hotels too, by the way.
Yeah,
good.
I've definitely been riding the elevator with some celebrities, but I don't recognize people, but they get on the elevator and other people are like, oh my God, you know who that is? Like, I don't.
Do you think you're getting recognized more from AGT that you're on than when you were on Last Comic? Like if you could kind of gauge it by you just going outside or, are people coming up to you? Are people, are you traveling?
Weird.
I know masks.
I want to say like COVID has offset that because I'm wearing a mask, but still have a very recognizable gait. So people are like, I recognize that wobble.
Yeah.
And then the other thing with this is like the internet and all the social media is so much huger now. So it's like definitely it's blow the fuck up, I can tell.
When I was on Last Comic, there was nothing existed. Maybe MySpace. Mm-hmm. Like I had trouble figuring out my top 5 friends, but that was it. There was nothing. We sent postcards back in my day, John. You wanted people to win. You had to write out postcards and you sent them.
I remember that. Yeah, you put them on the tables and please vote for me. Yeah, that's hilarious. That's just, that wouldn't fly nowadays.
Well, we've been talking about you, buddy. We put up the links. We've got all the little information we're throwing up here. And I told people before you came on here, I'm like, listen, a vote for Josh Blue is more than a vote for Josh Blue. Yeah. It's a vote for stand-up comedians all over this country because to win a comedian winning America's Got Talent is way bigger than, a comedian will win Last Comic Standing, but it is hard for a comedian to win America's Got Talent. So if you vote for Josh, it's more than Josh. It's me, it's John Heffron, it's everybody that's stand-up comedy.
Well, thanks for saying that, John. It's really interesting. No Comics won the show before, but I've been getting from comedy clubs, like just mom and pop places, like, hey man, I gotta say thank you to you. Like people come here and they're like, we saw Josh Blue and we thought we should check out stand-up comedy. I'm like, fuck, that is like beyond my, you know what I mean? I wasn't even thinking about that. I got into this. That's so cool. And after the year we had, how great is it to be able to fill these clubs back up and help our community?
You also on Facebook, is I saw you're on, or I think I forwarded or copied and pasted Kathleen Madigan, who a good friend. So she posted about you. And then I saw Ron White posted about you. Then, you got the big John Heffron push. That's guaranteed like 5 votes, dude. That's 5 texts that wouldn't have happened if you didn't want talking to me. Then you got the John and Reep push. And I think it's because everybody knows what just a nice dude you are. Since I called it way back at Comedy Works when he was just a youngin'.
I miss that place.
All right.
Oh yeah, man. Again, thanks. And it's amazing to be able to feel the love behind this. Like, honestly, I feel you guys' push and your love. And like, And like I go outside, and like I said, people see me on the street, and they're just like, "You got this, buddy!" Like it just feels fucking good,
It's nice.
you know.
It's good.
And it's nice to be able to bring that vibe into society as opposed to all this other shit we're dealing with all the time.
And more importantly, if you do get a residency, when you do,
Yes, when.
when you do in Vegas, me and Reep have already decided. Me and him are gonna flip like who goes first to open up for you. So I might like seat people if you're at the wherever you're at. I might seat people, and then Reep will like do be.
I can do sound and lights.
Yeah, I'm gonna do. I'll probably work your broccoli merch table, but just keep us in mind.
No, for sure. You guys, I'm not carrying my bags from here on out. So
I won't. So wait, so Tuesday. So the final is it tomorrow?
That's tomorrow, bro.
So you have a live show tomorrow.
Yep.
You don't seem stressed at all about this, dude. You're not even like.
I'm not even worried about it.
You're not even. Yeah.
Like it sounds really weird, but like this whole time I've just been like, "Yep, let's do it." Like I'm ready. Because you guys know you've done thousands of shows at this point, right?
Yeah.
It's just another show. Yeah. Why would this be any different than any other time you've crushed it? Why would you pick the big night to shit your pants? You know.
How long? So
right.
Are you running? Are you running your set tonight at the Improv or anything? Or you mentioned something like that to me earlier, I think.
Yeah, I was gonna go there, and then I thought it was a 7:30 show, but it's a 10 o'clock show, and I was like, I can't be up that late. I'm just gonna wing it tomorrow.
No, I'm loving that. All day today, he's been off by about 3 hours. I mean, with this show.
Josh, now you got me scared. Set some alarms. Actually, pick up the phone, call the front desk, and make sure they call and wake you up so you know what time zone you're in, what time the car's picking you up, and what time you're gonna. It's gonna be.
Yeah,
you're gonna win this.
I look back
you're gonna
at
win.
Jay Chris, I look back at your text, like, I don't even know what day it is at this point, guys.
There's so many comments like I posted about you. And like my buddy Jay Chris Newberg, he said he'll win. Everybody just on my stuff. He's so funny. Love him. He's a riot. So far, you're a riot. Voting right now. Dude, I'm really excited for you.
You can't vote yet.
Thanks.
No, this was when I posted. Yeah.
Last time.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
No, thanks.
I'm voting for Alonzo Bowden, season 3.5.
Shit.
Dude, I didn't even know you had that. I didn't even know. I didn't even know you had 2 kids. I'm not on your Josh Ballou mailing list. How do you have 2 beautiful children? I didn't even know.
Yeah, man, 13 and 11. So yeah, I'm in it deep. I know it's crazy. My boy's like almost as tall as I am, and just like that's in my house. Like,
well, man, I don't want to keep you up.
Ride.
Yeah.
Oh no!
So tomorrow,
I'm happy to chat with you. It's only 6:30 here, so I'll be up.
Yeah, what are you going to do the rest of the night if you're not going to do your spot tonight? You got any big plans for tonight in Los Angeles without the kids?
Well, the truth of the matter is, I've been here for 26 days now in this hotel, so I'm like ready to get the fuck out of here, man.
Oh, wow! They've sequestered you.
So my girlfriend flew in today, and then I have a couple other buddies flying in to go to the show and support. So we'll probably just go have dinner somewhere and chill. And again, I might go find a spot, but it's Monday night, so everything's closed really at this point.
So you had to stay there, but obviously they didn't. I think with last comic, didn't they like take away our phones and you were? I was in a reality show house, so my season was different than your. Like we were all stuck in this house, and you got voted out of the house in each week, but you had to stay there. So we were legit.
But we were on the Queen Mary when my season. We were on the boat, the Queen Mary. So we all.
Oh, and that's when Gabriel got booted off because he had his phone.
Yeah, he was getting texts or something. He got busted. Yeah.
Can I tell you guys something interesting? So, there's another comedian in the show right now. It's the first time 2 comedians have made it. And do you guys know Gina at all?
Yes.
Yes, I do. I actually toured Canada with her, did a Canadian show, the Just for Laughs Road Show, and spent like a whole month up there in Canada with her. She's great. I absolutely love her.
She's great, man. She's really enjoyed hanging out with her. But I found out that Gabriel is backing her, and he's been like posting for her. So it's like I'm versus Gabriel's army. Like, it's insane. So I'm like,
okay. So you just made me feel better.
Now we got to really get into this.
So I didn't feel bad. I know Gina, but I'm like, I want Josh to win. But Gina's also so nice and stuff. I was like, this. But now that I hear that, it's she'll be okay. But that doesn't. You still got this. You got this.
That's the one thing that got me afraid. I'm like, Gabriel, that motherfucker he's like a god. It's amazing. Like, he's got so many fans.
Yeah, he got so many. But that would be a funny reality show where it's called The Backing, and it's not about the person winning; it's their friends.
Right. Well, that's kind of what it's about at this point.
Yeah,
yeah.
Did you guys know another contestant was 3rd place on The Voice 3 years ago? This is like a stacked show. This is like unbelievable.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Oh no, we gotta have we gotta have you in this.
Well, that's
everybody. Alan, keep throwing up the texting thing for tomorrow. Yeah, this is okay. Now it's a little different. Right now, it's just not
a battle, baby.
Josh coming on with his comedy. Because I saw people go, "Why does he need to win this? He's already well known." That was like I was defending it, going, "Well,
I got a lot of that for sure." But they invited me on the show, so it's really up to. They're just making a TV show, They don't give a shit. Yeah.
That's, by the way, when I was on my season last Comic Standing, I had already done a half-hour Comedy Central. I had already been in commercials. I was already on Rodney Carrington's sitcom. And so people were like, why is John Reep on this show? He's not like an up-and-coming comedian. That's not fair. And I go like, hey, no one ever said that I couldn't. I mean, it's open to anybody. Right. I always said if Jerry Seinfeld and Chris Rock wanted to come on the show, they would say, of course you can come on the show. We're just taking advantages of
that.
Yeah, right.
That'd be a hell of a season there.
Yeah. So that it's not about new talent. It's about talent. It's America's Got Talent, not America's discovering brand new talent you've never heard of. It's called America's Got Talent, and we got it right here with Josh Blue.
Well, thank you. And I'm like, it's. I don't know. People just want to be assholes.
Yeah.
My question is, what did you fucking do? You criticize me. Like, what have you done? Shit.
How much is are they going through your act, like, from stuff? Are they vetting it a lot, or are they kind of letting you just do whatever you do? Not that you're controversial or you're saying anything. Anyway, I just.
You know what, man? They've been very like they let me bring the jokes I want to do, and then they're like, my guy's just everything I brought. He's like, that's a winning set. That's a winning set. Like, and I'm like, are you sure? I got like 85 other jokes we could possibly fit in.
Good.
So I brought some pretty like risque shit this time. Like for the final, like Simon kept telling me to be more naughty. So I was like, all right, buddy, you don't know the half of it, man. But it all passed. It all passed legal. It all like so. I got some stuff that it's like new stuff that I love doing. So I'm excited to do it.
Oh, good.
That's where the disadvantage for like. Not even disadvantage because you're going to win it. Enough people are going to vote for you. But as a comic, you're coming with just all your own stuff. It's you literally, even magicians for the most part buy their act or buy their trick, and they just learn how to do it, right? So you're coming with your own, like, singers just get up there. If you want to win it as a singer, you're just going to sing really popular songs that people already like, and people will like you. It's that easy. As a comic, you're like, here's my own, and they edit you, and they don't edit the magician or the singer or the dog. You know, no one's like, hey, when the dog spins around, can it only do it twice? Is there any way, like, we not 4 times? So that's my comic. You got to win this. You got to win this thing.
I mean, I've had lots of people push back and like, these are old jokes you're doing. Do some new material. I'm like, I'm doing jokes that are TV friendly and gonna win the thing. And like, that's what I said. I was like, do you get mad at the musicians for singing someone else's song? At least my shit is original to me.
Yeah.
Or that's so egotistical for somebody to go, that's an old joke. What? Yeah, you saw it, or maybe you've heard me, but there's 8 billion people out there who have not.
Right.
So you're robbing them of them not seeing it, even though you already have, you inconsiderate mood.
Then
which one's your
boil man? It gets me mad.
I know I'm mad, right?
All right, which judge are you liking the most so far? It's got to be Howie Mandel. He's the only comedian on the judge panel, right?
Howie's been so nice to me. Like, you know, last week he said it's the year of Josh Blue, which is pretty fucking huge. But Simon actually, like, everyone says he's such a hard ass, but I look at him and he's looking right back at me going, you know, like, you know, he's a sweetheart. I feel like Heidi and Sophia are great, but they might not completely get it.
Well, I don't. That's I'll gotta say this. That's what bugs me a little bit about the show. It is America's Got Talent. That not one judge is from or born in America, which is fine. That's what it is. What it is. But also, not only are they not, it's almost like a second language. And for comedians to work, you have to understand the words and the nuances of the words, and even the tiny things that you might not only get unless you grew up here. I couldn't imagine trying to go to another country and do this show, but yet the judges from other countries are coming on and judging you. So I almost think it's harder for a comedian to win with those judges when I could go in there with a dog and they understand a dog spinning around or whatever it is, you know what I mean? But comedians, it's hard because you got to hang on every word.
Luckily, I can just dumb it down so far, you know.
Yeah, just go with a funny face. That's what I've been doing.
Maybe a fart noise or something. You know?
Yeah, I love his comic. People, you know, hey, is performing in front of Simon Cowell, is that hard? I don't know. You ever worked the Toledo Funny Bone second show Friday? Like, that's hard. Right?
That is definitely way harder than this.
There's a lot of situations that are kind of impossible. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's a very good point. Nothing compares to fucking Hartford Connecticut on Friday night or whatever.
I like the Toledo reference because they got them fish bowls. Fish bowls full of blue alcohol with the big straws in it.
Oh, and they got the big straws hanging out. I'm like, nothing says class like right out of the fish tank.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh my gosh. I see the word fat fish blue. I get like, oh, this automatically is going to be.
Yeah.
I think them blues are gone now. They changed it to
it's like 80s arcade. It's like 80s arcade, which is fun.
Way better, man.
Yeah, 100% better.
So, Josh, so you wake up. When do you actually shoot this thing tomorrow? Is it during the day? Is it at?
Tomorrow. I don't really know what my call time is, but it's live at 5:00. So it's live in East Coast, and then. I'm just learning how these.
Yeah, there are different time zones around the country. So what happens is you go west, and then time goes up. It's weird. Something about the equator. I don't know.
So and then I think it doesn't air till like 7 in some markets or 8 in some markets, but it's only live in New York, or East Coast.
Yeah.
I remember when I did Star Search, me and Roy Wood Jr., I think our set was at like 10:30 in the morning.
Oh, man.
Turning little kids in strollers and stuff. It's as horrible as you would think it would be.
That sounds horrendous, bro.
No, I'll save that story for another time. It's about you.
Do you know who Flip Schultz is?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So Flip, I've known him forever. Great guy, funny dude. We were on Star Search together, and it was live. And he went out, and the microphone was not working. It was working for the TV, like people at home could hear him, but the crowd couldn't hear him. And so because it was live, he just kept going. And the poor guy, they were like, "Whoop, we don't know what, sorry." And so the crowd obviously didn't vote for him because they couldn't hear it.
Oh, no.
That was a nightmare. Make sure the batteries are in the microphone tomorrow, Josh. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I feel like so far the network editing has been really nice to me, and they've been doing a lot of nice stuff for me. Also, if the mic goes off, I'm gonna, how many times has the mic gone off on you guys?
Yeah.
We have some saber lines and shit.
Yeah, just walk out into the crowd.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for doing this, Josh. I really appreciate it, man. I feel like it's a shoe-in. You just got to show up and be yourself, and you got it.
Thanks. I appreciate you helping the promotes, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And,
Well, there'll be a time.
Yeah,
there'll be a time where me and John come a calling for a favor.
Yeah, don't think it's the first.
Believe me, fellas, I already fucking know.
Yeah. By the way, Josh, I'm going to plug this again, John Reep. I didn't know you had 2 kids, and you probably didn't know that I wrote a book. Okay.
I didn't know you could even read, bro.
I can't. It's a thing. But the book, Josh,
he hasn't read it.
Yeah, the book is about a comedian that wins a show called America's Funniest Comic who becomes a spy when he's touring, and it's a fake reality show that a network creates. You're living this book, Josh. You're living this book.
Well, I need a copy, man. Let me figure out getting a copy.
You're gonna be all famous. Well, you're famous now, but as of Wednesday, Reep's gonna text you, and you're gonna be like, "Who dis?" You know what's gonna happen.
I'm gonna have people reading your book to me.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
All right, Josh. Well, best of luck. We'll be tweeting and doing all that stuff.
We
gotta go against that fluffy wave. We got this.
I know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got this. We got
it's your
it,
talent in your funniness.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, guys, and I do really appreciate the love. And honestly, it's nice just bullshitting with you right now and get my head out of that for a minute. So thanks.
We love you, buddy. Thank you, man.
You know what? Get yourself something out of the mini bar. I know the hotel you're at. They have those little mini Pringles, and it's like $7 for a half. Just enjoy it.
Yeah.
You buy that for you, and me and Reep will PayPal you. We'll Venmo you money. Let us buy you something out of that mini bar, Josh. You let us know what you got.
I'm gonna wait till the PayPal comes through.
Okay. Perfect.
All right. Thanks, Josh.
All right, brother.
Take care,
Thank you
Josh.
so much. Thanks.
Take it easy, buddy. All right. How about that, man? We figured it out finally. What a great guy.
Hope he wins. I really do. That's gonna be like I really want him.
I also wish that, because there's all these streaming things that are coming on, like Netflix is bringing back Seinfeld. NBC has a streaming service. They should put the old Last Comic Standings up there.
Like I'm probably the least famous person that come out of Last Comic. Think of everybody who's crazy famous now that was on that show. The Schumers of the world. Like there's so many people.
Yeah.
Right. Like
maybe what's happening is because NBC, same network as Last Comic Standing and AGT, maybe they're feeling that he'll win, and they'll ride the wave of this and go, oh, by the way, we've got old footage of him winning another show, and you can stream it on this platform. Boom.
Dude, I have an idea for us. I'll tell you right now, and then we'll say goodbye because I know you want to watch. We're going to do a YouTube video now that I got my page back up.
Yeah.
And we're going to go top. We're going to make up a number because people like top 10 or 5. Top 10 comics that came out of Last Comic Standing. Not who won it. Because I found the thing of where they ranked winners, and we don't want to read it. we're just gonna find.
I didn't know it exists, but now I have to go look for it. Thank you.
So we're just gonna look at 10, and we're just gonna grab people like Gabriel, Eliza. We're just gonna put them up number 5, and we're just gonna throw them up there, and it's gonna be we're just gonna pick comics.
I like that.
That'll be it. We won't even. We'll put ourselves on at the end.
I'm down with that. I also wish we should do our idea of like ranking the best numbers.
Okay. Yeah. I know you want to get off the football, and we kept it. Don't forget to hold on. I want this.
Yeah, we're gonna end this puppy.
Okay, hold on.
Thanks everybody for thank you all for watching and rating and reviewing and subscribing and sharing.
Yeah. And if you learn anything, blah, 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 blah. I got a YouTube page if you want to subscribe to that. I believe it's Comedian John Heffron, YouTube/Comedian John Heffron. Or go to my Instagram, which is Comedian John Heffron. My numbers suck on everything. Okay, I'm not John Reep or Josh Blue. Anyway, that's it. It was a good one, John. This we made up for not being here last whatever.
Yeah, we basically did 2 shows in one night. There you go,
everybody.
Peace out, everybody. Take us out, Rick Sanford, or anybody else who wants
we'll do
to take
this
us
quick.
out.
We'll end it quick.
Oh, okay.
Since you love the Heffron and Reep show, please go to iTunes and let them know. Rank the show and leave a comment. We don't care what you write, you know. They, Heffron and Reep, have low self-esteem. So please validate them by ranking them and making them seen. So no matter what you do,